In Indian economy, we are going to discuss about NNP, that is Net National Product. Okay, so the formula of NNP is GNP minus depreciation. Okay, so in the previous class we already discussed about what is depreciation and how to calculate the depreciation also. Okay, so here NNP equal to GNP minus depreciation. GNP means gross national product. Okay, so here NNP means GDP after deducting the loss due to the depreciation. Okay, so here means it is the GDP, so after deducting the loss due to the depreciation. So here NNP equals to GDP plus income from abroad minus depreciation. Okay, okay, so income from abroad means the private remittance. Okay, so the people who are living in foreign countries and the foreigners also living in Indian country, so it means there is a private transfers. Okay, so that is private remittance. And next one, interest on the external payments. Okay, so whenever we are taking money as a loan, so or we are borrowing some money from other countries, we have to pay the interest. Okay, in the same external grants for the developmental and humanitarian grants are there. So mostly India is always giving the grants to other countries than it receives. Okay, so these three components made as a income from abroad. Okay, so here simply we can say net national product is equals to GDP plus income from abroad minus depreciation. So here one point is there, that is income from abroad. In Indian point of view, this is always negative growth. Okay. So coming to the different uses of the concept of NNP. So there are some important uses are there for the concept of the net national product. Okay, so the first one is net national product is the national income of an economy. Simply we can say this is the actual and real income of the economy. Okay, so in the previous classes we already discussed about the three concepts, that is GDP, NDP, GNP. So they are not actual national incomes, but national income is net national product. Okay, for sure we can say that this is the purest form of the income of a nation. Okay, so we can say this is the purest form. Okay, so because of the all of the formulas GDP, NDP, GNP, at the final we can say that NNP equal to GNP minus depreciation. Here GNP means GDP plus income from abroad. Okay, so it means after deduction of the depreciation from the GDP or GNP, we can get the NNP, that is net national product. Okay, so the total national income of a country is in the form of NNP. Okay, so this is the purest and the final form of the income of a particular nation. Okay, so we are getting the net national product, that is the actual or real national income, right? So whenever comes to the division of the NNP, we will get the per capita income. Okay, so NNP is the total national income. Okay, so whenever we divide the net national product by the total population of a state, we'll get the per capita income. Okay, so here per capita income means each person. Okay, the income per head per year in a nation. Okay, so how much money is the income per head? Okay, so it means the rates of depreciation, there may be a chance to differences between the nations. Okay, so it means depreciation rate, if it is increasing, so the per capita income is decreasing. Okay, so it is the per capita income of a nation is depends on the depreciation rate. Okay, so here at finally I can say that NNP is the final form and it is the purest form of the national income, and we can get the per capita income also by the division of the NNP by the total population of a particular country. Okay. Okay, so here depreciation rates are fixed by the countries. Okay, so it means economies are very free to fix any rate of the depreciation. Okay, for different assets, there are so many assets we are using, right, for the expenditure. So we can fix any rate for the depreciation. So that's why the depreciation rates are very different as compared with other countries. Okay, next one is whenever the depreciation rate is increasing, so the per capita income of a particular nation is decreasing, because we are deducting the depreciation rate from the GNP, right? So that's why the net national product also will decrease. In the same way, whenever we divide the net national product by the population, so the per capita income also will decrease. Okay, so each and every economy, they have the right to free, and they are very free to fix the rate of the depreciation is nothing but the deducting of your money or something of the capital assets or fixed assets. Okay, next, national income of the nations or countries just compared by the international institutions. Okay, just to know the growth of your country, just we have to know the methodology of your country. So there are some comparisons between the countries. For example, India's GDP is so and so percentage, China's GDP is so and so percentage. So the highest and the higher points will be given to that particular country. So it means we are comparing just incomes of particular countries, that is GDP. Okay, so those institutions are very free to compare the national incomes, like IMF, International Monetary Fund, WB, it means World Bank, ADB, Asian Development Bank. So these institutions have very free to compare the economies with other countries. Okay, so they are always based on the some base year and a methodology for calculating the national accounts. Okay, so in India, Central Statistics Office in Jan 2015. Okay, so it means the base year and a methodology on the basis of the two principles, each and every country's GDP or net national product will be uh, calculated by the main important institutions, IMF, World Bank and ADB. Okay, okay, so uh, national income, we are drawing some the national income, right? So it means there are so many concepts to draw the national income. So the purest form is net national product. Okay, so in the previous classes I discussed about the GDP, right? GDP means the final goods, the prices of the value of the final goods and services which are produced within the territory within the time period, like a calendar year, right? So in that time we talked about the value. Okay, so value is nothing but price or cost. So but there is a small difference between the cost and price of the national income. Okay, so in the next class we'll discuss about the difference between cost and price of the national income. Okay.